Hello there, folks. Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Octopath Traveler 2 Electric Boogaloo. In the last part, we did the first part of Patricio's story. Let's see. There's no need to travel every path before him, but doing so may aid you in your travels. This is a story starring Patricio, who has caught the scent of commerce. Okay, kind of read that out of the order. Anyway. But yeah, in the last part we did Patricio's Chapter 1, where he realized poverty sucks. Let's go kill it. Anyway, so yeah, he's got side quests specifically tailored for him called the Scent of Commerce. My assumption is that every character has side quests like this, but it'll vary based on them. And then his Chapter 2 is over in whatever that town's called. Clockbank, or whatever. So yeah, the side quests, they don't seem to have a level requirement, but his next story mission does. Anyway, so my evil plan initially was to go down and recruit the apothecary Casti next, but instead I want to be more efficient with my traveling of the Octopaths. So I'm going to instead go up and recruit the dancer Agnea next, and then work my way down to Hikari, the warrior, and then over to Casti, the apothecary. So that is my evil plan. And then after that, who knows? Because the other ones are on a different continent, and I don't even know how to get over there yet. Imagine we just take a boat. Ugh. Alright, anyway. Also, this part, I am doing the audio in post. The reason being that my audio recording got very skippy. The video is a bit skippy in places too, but it made it very difficult to keep things synced up, so I figured, you know what, just redo it. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, my PC really needs some upgrades. Anyway, before moving on though, I didn't actually fully explore whatever this town is called, Orush. That's what it's called. Yeah, I never went up to the foundry. I had assumed it would take me up here as part of Patricio's story, but it didn't. Bottle of sleeping dust and a fool's leaf. An ingredient from medical concoction reduces likelihood of being targeted. Well, that's neat. Who do you think you are, walking up to my storehouse unannounced? I can't risk you damaging my lawfully procured goods. So, yeah, that is a character who we can deal with through path interactions. If we have a character who can knock him out somehow, damn, there's nothing worth my time here, then we can get in there and figure out what's going on. Sharp stone, that's a type of dagger, and a fumbling flower, okay. Alright, I make it a habit to come. Yeah, I didn't get to finish reading that. Oh my goodness, yeah, the video skipped. Anyway, it's locked. Yeah, lots of skipping. We didn't even get to see it, us leaving there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, anyway, one point of correction I should make about the merchants, both from the first game and this one. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Anyway, so I said before that Tressa had enough magic to function as a mage, and while that is technically true, Tressa and Patricio, they're not actually dedicated mages. Their two offensive stats are pretty much even. Oh, right, and this is Patricio's latent power. So, latent power is a new thing that was added to this game. For Patricio, his latent power lets him completely fill up his BP gauge. It can be very, very handy having a full... Oh, Jesus, so laggy. Anyway, having a full BP gauge whenever you want it can really pay off. I really love that effect when you use a full charge and then you use an attack. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there we go. So, Tressa in the last game, well, she did have a very specific party role that made her super overpowered, both casually and in a more, very casually, and then even for the speed run, she really isn't dedicated just to physical or magical stuff, and I think the same is true of Patricio. The biggest problem with having balanced offensive stats is that you generally want to be dedicated to one or the other, because your teammates can fill in whatever gaps you can't. So Patricio being mixed doesn't really help him all that much. Well, I mean, it works out for him when he's traveling on his own, but not so much with a group. Eastern Cropdale Trail, and that leads to north. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read all that. Anyway, I don't explore this area that thoroughly on this first visit. My assumption was just, it might be best to just get some party members before I get all into exploring. Generally speaking, though, enemy mobs are manageable. They tend to just be catered to or based around what your current party is. So since I only have Patricio, I'll very rarely run into encounters with more than one enemy, since he would have a tough time dealing with multiple enemies. Well, I mean, he could have an easier time. Ooh, excuse me, yawning. Anyway, he could have an easier time dealing with groups if I had purchased or gotten one of his skills, the hired help. That would allow him to pay money to hire people to attack for him. But I wanted to put off getting that one because I don't see myself using it all that much personally. Like I said, very bad with money. Alrighty. And beyond that, it doesn't look like Patricio actually starts off with any area of effect attacks. So he is purely a single target damage dealer. Yeah, and then I keep making the assumption that I'll be able to unlock secondary jobs easily enough. But at the time of doing this audio recording, I've recruited all but 2 of the travelers, and I have yet to find anything to unlock more jobs. Those tend to be in some of the higher level areas, but I haven't seen any from my brief escapades. Alright, Cropdale Trail. It rhymes because it's true. Oh my goodness. It's getting skippy again. Don't skip on me. Alright, and yeah, here we have a rare double encounter. Take this. Oh, right, and then the latent power thingy, I forgot to read the full description for it. The way the latent power gauge fills up is whenever the character gets attacked or whenever they break an enemy. So, it's not going to be all that useful, or it doesn't get to build up all that frequently on characters who are not being targeted that frequently, or they don't attack much. That'll primarily be healers and such. Healers and support characters. So, for them, I need to use it wisely. But on other characters who are attacking frequently, breaking often, and all that fun stuff, I can definitely afford to use it more frequently. And as I discovered a little bit later, resting at the inn fully fills it up. So I would recommend using it as you see fit. If you're in a situation where you need to use it, do not hesitate.
All in a day's work.
Also, I just love Patricio's fashion sense. That suit looks good on him, and the jacket is a nice touch as a cape. Alright, let's learn our next skill. Let's see, so we can collect money from a single foe, donate BP. That is a very useful skill to have. to help your teammates get along. But we're gonna go with hired help, just in case I need it. After you learn a support skill, try equipping it. All you need to reap the benefits of these handy skills is equip them. You can equip up to 4 support skills at one time. Learn more skills to unlock additional support skills. Don't forget to go to skills in the menu to equip support skills. Yeah, that's actually a new thing they added on here. You'll notice on the menu there was a blue exclamation point next to this learn skills thing the moment I had enough to learn a new one. And then it stayed there when I had a new equipable skill I could put on. So, the first game did not alert you when you had new things you could potentially unlock. And I imagine it might get a little bit tedious as we learn more and more skills, and not all of them are useful. Alright, anyway, but for now, it's very good. Crackridge Harbor to Anchorage. Alrighty. So yeah, I just wanted to check the map real quick to see what was going on. I think if I had continued this way, I could have gotten to a harbor and then taken it to go meet up with the scholar Oswald. Yay, I surprised the piggy! Let's kill it! It's weak to spearing. Yeah, enemies in the areas, the starting area for each traveler, they tend to be weak to whatever that traveler has available for them. And they also happen to be weak to whatever a nearby traveler is able to do. So a lot of the enemies in this forest are going to be weak to lances, bows, and fire magic, since that's what Patricio can do, and he's right next door to Agnea. Well, so to speak. Alright, so yeah, there's an anchor on the map, so that is a port you can go to hire a ship, and then to go to go to the other continent. Because, yeah, there's only... this is a pretty small world. There's only the eastern continent and the western continent. Fun stuff and good times. I imagine there might be more to the world than just these areas, but it's all we get to explore, and that's what matters. Alrighty. Anyway, flying enemies. They are weak to bows because this actually is Fire Emblem. The dads may not die, but the flying enemies are weak to bows. Oh, right, and I don't know if I went over that first skill Patricio unlocked, but it was Grows on Trees, which just allows him to earn extra currency after battle. Very handy stuff, especially if you're grinding for money. I remember there was one point in my first playthrough of the first Octopath Traveler. I was struggling to deal with the enemies in the new area, and I needed to use a character who had fallen behind in levels, and a few of the other travelers had fallen really far behind in levels. So what I had done was I just swapped to a party that I knew could handle the enemies in the area, grinded a lot for the best and newest gear I could get my hands on, and went from there. Yeah, and it's been so... Yeah, right. It's been so difficult to resist reading up on spoilery stuff for this game. I tend to like to deep dive into things and just read up on facts and trivia and all that fun stuff about a new game when I'm hooked on it. But I'm trying to avoid that with Octopath Traveler 2 here, so that way my playthrough can be as blind and fresh as possible. Slumbering Sage, yay! Alrighty. Anyway, this is Cropdale. It's Agnea's hometown. Transport yourself instantly to any town you visited before. Select the place you want to go to with the cursor, then press A. You can only fast travel to towns and ports. Fast travel may be unavailable at times, depending on your progress in the game. Shall we sing of the wondrous evenings in Cropdale? Okay, he's expensive to hire, but he had stats, and he's not there during the day. Now I don't know what I can buy from him. That is so rude. Yeah, it seems like it's very important to keep in mind what characters can do during the night and the day, so that way you have options for both. This area is known for producing crop textile, which have a very unique pattern. Alas, the tradition died out long ago, and none remain who know how to weave them. Their very memory fades. The number of people who know what they are dwindles by the day. If but one of their patterns remains, I may be able to revive their beautiful craft. So begins the tale of crop revival. And unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be... Oh, I should have checked the journal. Okay, so... because of my lazy menuing, I am not aware if there is a way to track your side quests. Oh, Purse of Hope. What is... Oh, hey, I think that's the dancer right there.
There it is.
It's voice, that must be her.
It's my purse. I thought I lost it. Thank you so much for finding it. Agni, what are you doing? Paula! I overheard the whole thing. You dropped your purse. What would have happened if this kind stranger hadn't picked it up? I don't know. You can be so careless sometimes, Agni. Say, you're a traveler, aren't you? Think you could take my sister with you? What? She may act like a right fool sometimes, but she can do anything she sets her mind to. It'll put my mind at ease knowing she's not alone out there. So, thank you kindly. Hey! Paula! Well now... My name's Agnea. I'm a dancer on a journey to become a star. And, now that I think about it, I never got to thank you for earlier. This must be fate. Would it be alright for me to join your travels?
Yeah, sure. Let's take her along.
Thank you so much!
Yay, Agnea joined the party! Here at the beginning of Agnea's tale, the party will temporarily be dissolved and Chapter 1 of Agnea's tale will begin. Even if you choose no, you can still hear the story later by visiting the local tavern. Well, we're gonna do it now! I kind of debated on whether or not to skip these, but with the way Octopath Traveler 2 is structured, I think it's best to go through the stories.
Stars are a symbol of hope. They bring smiles to people's faces.
Ooh, dancer. Anyway, the characters pretty much earn all their starting experience when they go through their opening chapters, and I don't know if they auto level up to where you're currently at if you're recruiting them later on, because the game does get makes the starting areas tougher depending on how many people you've recruited. So since I've done one starting story, the opening areas have a danger level of 5, and then after we get a few more, it bumps up to 8, and then after that it goes up to 11, and then it'll probably get to the point where it's about on par with the next areas I'm supposed to be going to continue someone's story. Partitio's next story is recommends level 18, for example.
That was incredible, Agnea!
Encore! Encore! Thank you, everyone! But the fun's just getting started. I'm going to dance the night away.
Oh my, a clumsy dancer.
Agnea, you alright?
I'm fine. I'm tougher than I look. I'm gonna be a star after all.
Oh, that's right.
To think our village is home to a future star.
Well, technically, it was already home to a star.
Thanks, everyone.
Why don't we call it a night? I doubt you'll be doing much more dancing after that.
I can keep going.
Agnea's saving for her journey to stardom. She's been working hard in this little tavern to earn whatever coin she can. I take it everyone here's prepared their tips for our dear dancer?
Thank you for exposition.
It's all yours, Agnea.
You're the best, Agnea. Let's toast to our future star!
You're all too kind.
Now go on, Agnea. Those tips won't collect themselves.
Normally people just leave them on the table, or there's a tip jar. Anyway, so yeah, this is tutorializing Agnea's nighttime action, or path action. So at night, Agnea can entreat townspeople for their belongings. Agnea must be at the indicated level to entreat someone. So yeah, Agnea has the good cop version of...
Is this a little too much?
I can't explain it, but whenever I see you dance, I feel lighter than air the next day.
Oh god, he's a simp.
So I'm more than happy to give you what I can.
Thank you.
But yeah, she can basically just get items from people for free, but it's based on her level. But only at night.
Your dancing was as beautiful as always, Agnea. I'm looking forward to your next show. I think I'll bring my friends next time.
Now, there's no need for that.
I can't wait to see you then. Thank you so much, everyone.
It's us who should be thanking you, Agnea.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Now to clean this place up.
Oh yeah, she works real hard.
Oh, don't
Jesus.
worry about that. You must be exhausted.
I'm fine. Besides, this won't take long.
Well, I mean, if you need to get home. And besides, that was your out, lady. Take it.
Thanks for staying to clean up.
It's the least I can do after you let me dance in your stage.
Well, I imagine that was more of a favor you did for him rather than the other way around, since you entertained his patrons and then they spent more money.
Say, Agnea, did you manage to get all the leaves you need?
Also, they're infecting me with their accents. I keep trying to imitate a southern accent and I don't mean to. Leaves. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why it's taking me so long to move the dialogue forward, because...
Almost. Just 1,000 more to go.
Yeah, because I just do not remember what I was going
And
on
I'll
about.
finally have the 10,000 leaves I need.
Ever since we were little. You've been saying that you'd save up and leave the village to become a star.
That's right. What's this?
It's exactly 1,000 leaves. For you.
Oh, no. He's a simp, too.
Why are you giving me so much?
Seems I shocked the fancy accent right out of you.
Wait, you did? She was talking with a different accent?
Working hard to talk like city folk for when you make it big. You're really something, Agnea. You never gave up on your dream. Consider it my tip. It's my way of cheering you on.
Aww.
Thank you, Gus.
You finally did it. Tomorrow's festival will be my last chance to see you dance.
It rhymes because it's true. Ellipsis Gaming!
You don't want to miss it. It'll be my best one yet.
I'm already looking forward to it. It's dark out. Get home safe, Agnea.
Alright, but yeah, compared to the previous game's dancer, Primrose, Agnea is a huge shift away. Primrose was basically, well,
I'll take
how do
care of this.
I put it? Well, Primrose was a very, would you dance if I played a song? Anyway, Primrose was a very, the villagers used to dance to my music, but that was a long time ago. Oh god, there's not a good time to really bring that up, because they're gonna talk now. Listen! Please take whatever you need, Agnea. Anyway, so Primrose was mostly focused on seeking revenge. There were people she liked, so she decided, let's go murder them. Oh wow, 23. Anyway, help yourself, Agnea. I mean, that's looking to help out Agnea. Anyway, that's a gross under-summarization of Primrose's storyline, but yeah, the raspberry pickings are slim this year. We've got plenty of peaches, but it ain't the same without both. Give me your stuff. Just a tough nut? Well, I'll take that tough nut, rough nut. Take whatever you need, Agnea. Alright. And then get a little closer, come on. The peaches this year are sweeter than ever. Make sure to eat plenty at the festival. Yeah, but Agnea actually has the most in common with Tressa, the merchant from the last game. Agnea, from what I've read, is the youngest member of this cast, the same way Tressa was for hers. And Agnea is also the most innocent. Basically, her goal, while it is selfish, is also very completely personal. You should watch your step around here. Give me your stuff. Anyway, very small scale, and I can't very well... Yeah, I didn't get to read that. Anyway, very small scale and completely personal to her. I imagine other people would like to see her dance. Her entertaining them and becoming a star is just her own goal. Very small scale, all that fun stuff. Yada, yada, yada. I keep repeating myself. I don't know why. Anyway, there's a chest up there, and I need to get to it. But how do I get over there? I want to get over there. Well, there's a dock in the water. Maybe we can go in the water. You can board a canoe from a pier to move across the water. You may be able to reach places you can't on foot. Oh my goodness, I think I actually saw a smidge of a trailer where the characters were riding in a canoe. They weren't canoodling though, but they were in a canoe. So that's neat. It opens up the exploration a bit. Yeah, but the characters in this game don't necessarily always draw direct parallels to the previous game's cast. There are naturally always going to be similarities, but there will also be plenty of differences. The main point is all these characters and all the old characters, they're all their own,
Oh, welcome home, Agni. You were working late tonight again.
all distinct persons. Late? It's already late. It was nighttime when I started playing as Agnea. Anyway, she has got Rentosaka
Sorry.
hair.
I'll cook dinner right away.
Do you think she's a tsundere? She might be a tsundere.
I finally have enough money. Really? So that means...
Oh, God, she's a giggly Gus.
Papa,
Oh, wait, her
Dinner's
dad's
ready.
there?
come and eat while it's hot.
Wait, why is Agnea the one who's cooking when she has a day job?
Do you remember our promise? You said I could go on my journey if I made 10,000 leaves with my dancing.
Ellipsis Gaming! He seems like a nice dad.
Well, I did it. So I'm going on my journey, just like you promised I could.
Then go.
I'm going to
Very
become a star
nice.
and bring smiles to people's faces. Just like Mama.
They have a mother! More Ellipsis
Are
Gaming!
you prepared for what that means?
I am.
Oh wow, she didn't even flinch to answer that.
Mama was a star. She wrote her own songs and traveled the land, singing and dancing. Papa was a tailor. They met when he was making Mama's dresses. Mama wore them as she sang her heart out for the world to hear. Of course, Paula and I went everywhere with her. But those happy days were short-lived. Mama was so focused on making people smile that she never noticed how ill she was until it was too late. After some time, Mama went on one final journey, this time to a place we couldn't follow. Ever since then, Papa's opposed my dream. My dream of following in Mama's footsteps.
More Ellipsis Gaming!
Mama.
Oh my goodness, a flashback. I must be on my way. Oh my god, sorry for the singing. But goodbye I shall not say. For you and I will meet again someday.
Oh, are you all right, Agnea? I'm fine. Someday, I'm gonna be a star like you, Mama.
You get back up no matter how many times you fall.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a theme
The
there.
next step is a difficult dance. But you can do whatever you set your mind to. Agnea, I want you to have this hairpin. Wear it and you'll feel like you can dance the night away. It's my lucky charm.
Oh, that's why she died. She didn't have her lucky charms.
Wow.
Stars are a symbol of hope. They put smiles on people's faces. I know you can do it, Agnea. Someday, you'll be a star.
I will, Mama. Sun's up. Time to rise and shine.
Oh, wow, she literally leaped out of bed.
Nothing's gonna stop me today.
Now, with how fast she's chopping,
Wake up, Paula!
I'm getting a Kane Tendo flashbacks.
What in tarnation? What's the matter, Agni? It's morning. Breakfast time. It'll go cold if you wait too long. Now get out of bed.
Well, I mean, if you make something cold for breakfast, then it doesn't get cold.
Morning already, huh? So, this is the last time I'll be eating your cooking for a while. I sure am gonna miss getting tasty meals handed to me. From tomorrow on, it'll be your turn.
Oh, wow, she's trying to guilt trip.
I think I'm finally starting to see how amazing you are, Agni.
Wait, finally, you're sisters.
Better late than never, I suppose. So, what are you doing today? Helping out with the festival? I'm going into the woods to gather raspberries. We'll need as many as we can get for the town's famous raspberry pies.
Ooh, famous.
I'll be helping Gus and the others with the heavy lifting. You'd get more work done than a half-dozen men.
Wait, is she really that
Rounding
strong?
them up is more the problem. I can't imagine rounding them up will be a problem with your talents.
No, don't you mean assets?
Talents? You are a dancer after all. I'm sure men and women alike would gather round if you put on a little show. Paula, just listen to what you're saying. I'd look like a right fool if I used my dancer for something like that. Oh, Agni, you can be so naive. Talents like yours are made to be flaunted.
Or assets, you could say. Come on, the joke bears repeating.
Thanks for breakfast, Agni. Wait up! Paula! Talents, huh?
No, assets.
In any case, I gotta make my way over to the festival.
Well, unless they specifically avoided the word assets because it has ass in it. I guess they wanted to avoid the obvious pun. Alright, anyway, since it's daytime, we don't get to use her new... good luck on the stage today, Agnea. Yeah, we don't get to use her daytime path action until I just love your dancing, Agnea. Until we get to the tutorial for it. I wish I could dance like you, Agni. Well, just practice. You'll get there eventually. I'm sure the preparations will go along just fine without me. Everyone gets so excited on festival days. It's been that way ever since I was young. While festivals are exciting, are the festival preparations almost done? Alrighty, is there anyone in the tavern right now? No, just Gus. I can't wait to see you perform, Agnea. I'm sure you'll leave us all speechless. Probably. You never know. You never know. Sorry for all the yawning. It is the middle of the night. I am super tired. Speaking of night, that's the inn. You just go there to rest up. And let's see. Well, should I buy anything? Yeah, let's go ahead and buy this bronze knife. Yeah, Dancer is, Dancer only really gets access to one weapon type, and then they also get access to one element of magic. Agnea, she'll get access to wind magic. Primrose in the last game got to use dark element. So it doesn't give her a lot of options for breaking things. Well, it didn't leave Primrose a lot of options for breaking things. Agnea won't struggle on that part, though. Or breaking enemies, I should clarify. Not just any random thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and just keep saving over slot 2. If I had planned it out more, I would have used more slots. Anyway, I didn't read that, but I don't think it really mattered. Alright, can we explore over this way? I don't think there's anything for me to do over there. No, we cannot. Not yet! Ominous foreboding. I want to go over that way. Let me go over that way.
It looks like everyone's having a good time.
Yay! Festivals.
Now for the final preparations.
Agnea, today this stage will be all yours.
It's wonderful. I can't wait to start the show.
Speaking of which, we have a couple more big pieces to add. Would you mind finding me a few helping hands?
Leave it to me.
Yep. We can do anything we set our minds to. That has been a repeated phrase. Alright, so yeah, this is the path action allure. During the day, Agnea can allure townspeople into following her. Allure is actually a bad cop action, from the way I defined it earlier. Hey Agnea, let's say we have a look around the festival together. So, it has a... sorry, but the food's not ready yet. I still got some cooking to do. So, allure has a chance to fail to get people to follow Agnea around. So... Ooh, 500 leaves. Anyway. What was I going on about? I want everyone to be able to sit down and enjoy the show. We're saving the best for last. That's you, Agnea. Yeah, no pressure. I'm so nervous. I don't know if I can dance like this. You can. Anyway, Primrose in the last game also had Allure has her path action, and due to the chance of failure and your reputation in town going down as a result, that is why I classify it as a bad cop action, even though Agnea is anything but. Anyway, when you attempt to allure someone, it'll show you their stats, so how their relative strength level, and then what they tend to primarily use as their action when they are summoned into battle. And then for Agnea specifically, the people she allures will add an effect on whenever she uses an ability in battle. So it's always handy to have someone with Agnea, even if you never use her summon action.
Come on now.
I'd gladly help if you're asking, Agnea. Yeah, she can basically turn anyone into one of her simps. But yeah, in any case, when it comes to finding partners for Agnea as opposed to partners for Primrose before, I would just look for anyone who has a useful secondary effect for when she's using skills, so that way you can expand what she's able to buff in one go.
Pound 'em up quick. Keep up the good work.
Will do. I'll see who else I can rustle up.
And yeah, we need to grab both people, so it doesn't really matter that I went all the way into town first. Either way, we have to grab everyone. Also, I don't think there are any enemy encounters in this forest path at this part of the game. Alright, anyway. Wait, didn't he have a different skill last time I talked to him? Well, whatever.
Shall we?
Alright, but yeah, doing the commentary in post is a little bit tricky. on the one hand, it would give me more time to actually play the game, since I could just play it and not worry about having the audio recording at the same time.
I appreciate the help, Agnea.
Happy to be of service.
Seems like none of them have an ear for what I have to say. Asking you was the right choice.
Agnea!
Gus, is something the matter?
Have you seen Paula? She went raspberry picking in the woods, but she ain't come back yet.
Oh no.
What?
And that's not even the worst of it. In the forest, I found a Dorador's hoof prints. Do you remember? That giant boar ravaged our whole village some years ago. It took the whole lot of us to drive him away.
Oh my goodness. Ominous music.
Festival foods and scurried over, but
Paula. I have to find her.
you can't be serious.
Will you come with me, Gus?
Of course I will. You can count on me, Agnea.
Thank you, Gus.
But I sure would feel better if we had more company.
Then I guess it's time to put my talents to use.
You mean assets?
Talents? How so?
Assets! Yay! Anyway, you can allure townspeople and summon them to your side in battle. Leverage her assets, to enlist stalwart companions. Alright, anyway, this lady, she's got,
Come on now,
Oh, right. Did something happen? I'd be happy to help.
shall we?
So the biggest difference between using her assets compared to Patricio's hired help is that I can just pick up the first person I see who is pretty good and then compare them directly to other people and then keep swapping them around as I see fit. Doing that with Patricio is probably not a good idea, considering that it costs him money to hire someone every single time. Alright, anyway, yeah, that guy had 2 star power, which is the same as the minstrel I got here, so either of them would have done nicely, at least in terms of offenses, but I should have been paying more attention to their other buffs. Anyway, we also have Gus as a temporary party member. That is another new thing for Octopath Traveler 2, Electric Boogaloo. Also, one other thing I should actually mention more that is a difference and in my opinion an improvement is that in the first game, when you met a new traveler, you were basically joining them right before they went into their starter dungeon to face their first boss. Each traveler would join you at level 1, but the areas would scale up based on
It's my turn now.
Alright, anyway, she's got the lion dance, and then she can also do a ruinous kick. Unleash a powerful physical attack on a single foe and reduce their shield points, regardless of their weak points. So yeah, Agnea, at least, will never have a difficult time dealing with an enemy's weaknesses, because she can always just reduce their shields. Anyway. Anyway, so in the first game, it could lead to a situation where, the new traveler Sorry, let's let the battle play out before I finish that thought. Aw,
Even
yeah.
if I stumble, I'll get back up.
Alright. Anyway, so, the newly recruited character would just be at level 1, but the areas and bosses will just keep scaling up and up, so the new character would struggle to contribute as much as they probably should. In this one, since the dungeon is done before they leave, or as the grand conclusion to their solo part of their story, it gives you a chance to see the character and how well they do on their own, rather than having to try and work them into your pre-established party. So it definitely gives you a good chance to see how well each character does individually, and then you can figure out how to buff them from there. Or work with them there, whatever. Anyway. Try dancing with an allured companion. Use a dance skill like Lion Dance to begin a session with an allured companion and trigger a variety of effects. So yeah, as we just saw, that guy I had with me, he added a buff when I used the Lion's Dance. So I need to take more advantage of that, because Agnea could definitely be quite the potent character by having the right allured companion to dance with her, so to speak. Alright, anyway. So we got 2 entrances into the Vale of Trees, one on water and one on land. Let's go in there on land first, and then we can go into the go back in the re-enter through the water if there's something we need to get over there. I see a treasure chest in the water. We're going back. And then it also has the day-night cycle fixed for these opening parts. So I guess they just wanted you to be able to pick up a new allured companion if you happen to use up the first one you grab before you get to the end of Agnea's story. Or at least that's the assumption I'm going to go with. And then it's also just handier to not have the day-night cycle going, and it makes sure the story is still working well. Alright, anyway. Sprightly ring, yay, boost speed. Speed is a very important stat to have. The higher your speed stat, the more likely you are to act sooner in combat. So it doesn't necessarily guarantee you will go first, but generally speaking, the faster characters will get their turns in any specific round earlier than before. Yeah, anyway, my obsession with making sure to go all out on the third turn is really showing here. I spend so much time stalling in battles that it tends to drag them out. When honestly, you don't really need to unleash full brave chains or whatever the B and BP is short for. Yeah, you don't really need to go all out like that. I'm pretty sure Agnea and Gus could have taken out that fishy on turn 2 by just using the 2 they had as opposed to all 3 the following turn. Yeah, sorry if the audio quality is dipping. I'm moving around in my chair because I is restless. Ooh, and tired. Alright, let's see. So we gotta go up here and grab the treasure chest. And then this is just a general gaming tip in general. If you are ever lost, just follow the lights. Alright. He is not weak to axes. Is he weak to daggers? He is weak to daggers. Alright. Yeah, and I don't know if I don't remember if I pointed it out in the last part, but enemy vulnerabilities, they tend to go in a very specific order. So even if you only know one or two of an enemy's weaknesses, it can generally be pretty easy to piece together what the other ones are based on where it falls on where your known weaknesses fall on that specific thingamadoodad. So, for example, that flying bug thing had a weakness to daggers and bows, but there was an unknown weakness right in front of that. Since the weaknesses tend to be ordered from top to bottom in the equipment list, that would mean it's weak to either swords or lances. Anyway, so she's got Sweeping Gale, deal wind-based damage to a single foe. The Peacock Strut, which boosts magic attack. Stimulate, move a single ally's next action up one spot. Very handy. Dagger Dance, unleash a dagger attack on all foes. Bewildering Grace, cause a curious effect to occur one time. Yeah, Bewildering Grace is basically a gamble. Anyway, I don't remember what I grabbed first. I'm torn between Sweeping Gale and Dagger Dance. Having an area of effect attack is always useful. If you need to break multiple enemies at once, being able to hit all of them simultaneously is very, very handy. And yeah, I went for the AoE. As opposed to the wind one, which would have given her her second break option to work with.
May I have this dance?
But... oh no, we were caught by surprise again. But the AoE thingy is definitely more useful. Anyway, and then that actually reminds me, the biggest difference between Agnea's toolkit and Primrose's, Primrose basically mostly got buffing dances, so Agnea only got 2 of them, the 2 offensive-oriented ones. But Primrose... yay, congratulations. Anyway, Primrose, she got a dance for every major stat except hit points, and SP too, I guess. And technically BP as well. Yeah, so but beyond that, she could buff almost any other stat, pretty much. She could boost offenses, defenses, speed, you name it, Primrose could dance and buff it. You're caught by surprise again. Yeah, anyway, reading through Agnea's available skills, it highlights that she doesn't have as many direct support-oriented things, but the fact that she has an AoE dagger attack, when I think in the previous game, most of the time your AoE attacks were limited to magic. With a few exceptions, though.
I wasn't expecting that.
I don't remember any of the characters really having an AoE dagger hit, except for Tressa with the hired merchants. Hired help. She could hire dancers to dagger people for her, and I think they would hit every enemy on the field. But otherwise, yeah, mostly it was just magic. My goodness, there's a squirrel there. Alright, well, let's see. He is not weak to daggers, but he is weak to axes. Ouchies. Alright, hit him, Gus. Yay. Alright, and I want to try and take them both out next turn. Oh, that is funny. Alright, so, yeah, unfortunately, Alright, anyway, let's Dagger Dance to hit them both. Anyway, the biggest downside to the,
Thank you.
the roundhouse kick is that it doesn't reveal any of the enemy's weaknesses. So while it is a guaranteed drop, you don't really learn if they're weak to daggers or anything else like that. Alright, anyway. Let's see, that a leather helmet would be an improvement. Let's go ahead and buy that. And equip it. And let's blow everything else on healing grapes, because we may or may not need those. I do believe the healing grape is guaranteed to restore more HP than Gus's special brew. I haven't been paying much attention, so I couldn't tell you for sure, but that would be a safe assumption on my part, I think.
You, Paula? What was that noise? Could it be? A door.
That's a door?
Doesn't look too happy. I bet he's mighty hungry.
He is adorable. I want one.
Let's get out of here, Agnea.
Ellipsis Gaming!
No.
What?
He's following the scent of the festival toward town. If we run now, he'll charge straight into the crowd. But I won't let that happen. I won't let him ruin everyone's fun.
Come on, Agnea. Be reasonable.
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't tell me you're gonna fight this thing.
Are you ready, Gus? We can do anything we set our minds to.
Ooh, she does sound scared, though.
I can't believe this.
Let's go! Let's go, Gus! Now then.
Alright, anyway, so, when you have a person you can summon, which I kind of already talked about with Patricio, I would recommend summoning them into boss fights as you see fit, since they can definitely add a lot of damage thanks to them always getting an action after their summoner's action. And I do believe, there are actually 4 characters who get the ability to kidnap people, to put it funnily, or in a funny way. Ouchies. Alright. So, I think it would be possible to have 4 NPCs on the turn, or to have 4 NPCs on the field, each adding to your turns. Definitely hilarious stuff. Although, they do just automatically retreat after a while. Alright, anyway. Let's chop some wood!
Leave the job to me.
Oh, that was so underwhelming. Alrighty, let's... Let's kick him!
Forgive me.
Booyakasha! Ouchies! Agitated? You're not allowed to be agitated. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, well, if I break the door, then it won't be able to use its attack next turn. In fact, that skips the whole charging up thing. And I believe... There we go. Let's hit it 3 times. Good job, Agnea.
I should own my honor as a tavern king.
Let's chop some wood.
Leave the job to me. Do I have to?
Yes, you have to. Stop asking that, Gus.
It's showtime. I know you're upset because of your empty belly. So I'm sorry. But I can't let you go through here. I'll give you some nuts to eat later. So be a good boy until then.
Yeah, nuts. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, are they weak to daggers? They are. Oh, one of them was. Wait, no, the other one was too. I think I think that just means my attack missed. Anyway. Ouchies.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do. Now attack. Hopefully it's weak to axes. It is not weak to axes. Once the gauge is full, you can unleash Agnea's latent power. You can extend the reach of single target skills to all.
It's my turn now.
Oh, that sounds broken.
I can protect the festival.
Alright, let's kick all of them. Prepare to be kicked.
Forgive me. Sorry.
Oh wow, that even one-shot the unbroken one.
Time to shine.
Alrighty. Yeah, and then I have no idea if the summoned help breaking an enemy would trigger or would boost along the latent power gauge. Oh, jeez. It looks agitated. Well, don't worry, you're not gonna be able to do anything about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and heal up himself.
Now then.
Well, I guess he gets to take his next turn to heal up Agnea. Alright, time to chop wood. Alright, and I'm gonna have Agnea heal herself up with the grape. Yay! Overkill healing. Forage for berries? How dare you? You're not allowed to heal, only I'm allowed to heal. Let's go ahead and summon the villager again.
It's my turn now.
Yeah, and then I'm not sure how sad it is to admit that I haven't replaced the villager that I'm using in this current part and where I'm at right now, which is well, a little bit farther. Ouchies. And Gus is unconscious. Okay. So, the unconscious status condition. I think we already went over the status conditions in the last part, but it just prevents your character from being able to act. I do believe if your entire party gets unconscious, you're as good as dead. Although, I don't know if it actually counts as being defeated if they all get unconscious. Yay, he's dead! We did it! Yay, Gus even gained levels. Not that it matters. Still, it's very handy that he's able to level up just in case you struggle with the boss.
You did it. You really can do whatever you set your mind to, Agnea.
I couldn't have done it without you, Gus. I'm glad. You protected the festival and everyone's smiles along with it.
Agnea.
But where's Paula?
There she is.
Agnea, that you? Paula! What happened? I heard this loud noise and...
Oh. She was completely safe the whole time.
Did you do that, Agnea? This little village really is too small for you.
Where were you, Paula? We were so worried.
There weren't any berries around here, so I had to go deeper into the woods. I'm sorry. Don't be. I'm just glad you're all right. So what say we get back to the village? We've got a festival to attend. Are you sure you can dance like that, Agnea? Your dress is all dirty. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I have no idea if the dress has a different model or not.
Papa! We're back.
Your dress is tattered.
Well, a lot happened, you see. But I can still dance in this. I don't want to keep everyone waiting.
Wait.
Hmm? What's that? It's too dark to see clearly.
Yeah, I can't really tell what that is either. Ellipsis Gaming!
I think Papa wants to give you something. You know how he is, Agnea. You'd best go to him instead. I suppose you're right.
Yes, he shall wait patiently for us to approach him. Oh, there's a treasure down there, I forgot. Mama's dress!
This is Mama's dress.
That's what I just said.
I altered it for you.
Papa.
I'm sure you ruined those clothes, helping somebody out. Just like your mother used to.
Papa. You're right. A star's supposed to put smiles on people's faces.
Go, Agnea. Everyone's waiting for you.
Thanks, Papa.
Oh shit, I don't know how to mock that. Well, I guess you don't really need to mock everything.
We've been waiting for you, Agnea! It's not a festival without your dancing.
Thank you, everyone. This dance is for you. With all my heart.
Wait, where's the applesauce? I'll clap for you. The festival continued until sunrise. Oh my goodness, do these people not need sleep? Because I need sleep. The next morning. ... Anyway, I don't know how to mock that dancing sequence either. I'm not very good at insulting things.
It's almost time for you to go, isn't it? Everyone's waiting at the village entrance. They can't let you leave without saying goodbye. I suppose I shouldn't keep them waiting.
Alright, make for the village entrance. Let us do this. And we have my kidnap victims still. Yeah, let's go ahead and just go for it. We can just explore later when we have our full party back. Both of them.
I got everything I need with my earnings. So it's time for me to set out on my journey.
Still can't believe you're leaving, Agnea.
We're happy for her, ain't we?
That's right. You brought happiness to everyone in this village.
So it's only right that we send you off with a smile.
Thank you, everyone.
Agnea, you better not come back here till you're a star. You got that?
No pressure much.
When I do, I hope you'll still let me dance at your tavern. Agni! I'll take care of the house for you. You don't have to worry about a thing. I know I can count on you, Paula. Papa.
You dance just like your mother.
You waited till say that until now? She lives under your roof. You could have just told her when you got home from the festival.
Someday, I'll have a song of my own. One that'll make the whole world smile.
Take care of yourself.
You too, Papa. I'd best be on my way now. Thank you, everyone! Thank you! Good luck, Agnea!
Aw, he's crying too. And so, Agnea leaves her hometown behind. With sparkling eyes and a heart full of hope, she embarks on a journey to make her dream come true. Her dream of becoming a star, a shining beacon who lights up faces wherever she goes. But there's no telling where the road will lead her. Agnea the Dancer, Chapter 1, End. Oh, I love her theme so much! Unfortunately, it's not on YouTube, and the soundtrack is not for sale yet.
I'm a great dancer. You won't regret this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't. Anyway, added all the leaves and items in Agnea's possession. Yes, that also makes it worth going through the story as well. Let's see here. Alright. Yeah, because in the first game, pretty much the story leading up to, the story leading up to the dungeon wasn't really all that important. You really couldn't get your hands on too many items, and it was honestly just better to try to just explore when you had your full party. Anyway, I already took all his stuff. Yeah, since since I was pretty, I guess thorough is the right word, when exploring this place during Agnea's storyline, I don't really have to worry too much about finding extra stuff from these characters. Oh, hey! We're in for it now. Our good friend the Noble's graced us with his presence yet again. Every night he's in here, carrying on in the loudest voice you ever heard and giving folks headaches. Gets mad as a hornet if you tell him to mind his manners, though. What are we to do? We can steal his stuff. Give me that. Unfortunately, we can't hire him. Oh, go on. Take everything. Because if we could just hire him to come with us, then that would solve... that would get him out of the place. Anyway, give me your stuff. We already got your stuff. I can't take your stuff. Alrighty, let's see. Oh my goodness, he's so strong. Alright, yeah, and then this guy, as you can see, we do not get the option to hire him or allure him away. We have to have someone in our party who can knock him out, either through a duel or other means in order to get by him. Anyway, let's check this guy out. Elderly man. Yeah, I guess he wouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Honestly, I forgot what my characters were like, so I just wanted to double check them. But yeah, you can just dismiss them from the menu right there if you really need to. Yay! We get to steal all their stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, I am missing things, so we must top everyone off. Wait, how is Agnea taking damage? I thought she gained a few levels after defeating her boss. Weird. Alright, let's see here. Alright, yeah, and then that's, this thing actually also highlights, the limits of having only characters who can do one thing or the other at during the day or the night. So, since these kids are not out at night, Agnea can't bribe them to give the make them give her their stuff. So I have to wait during the day to get my hands on their stuff with Partitio to buy the things off of the kids rather than getting them for free, because they're not around at night for Agnea to steal their stuff that way. I mean, not like it matters that it's not like it's really their stuff. I am the protagonist. Everything belongs to me. No, yeah, finally we get to surprise these guys.
Thanks, Partitio.
Yeah, and that actually highlights something that I think I'll get to in the next part. I don't remember.
I wasn't expecting that.
The characters will actually talk to each other in battle, so after you've broken an enemy with one character, the next character in line will compliment them for it. Occasionally, sometimes they just use a generic line. I think they definitely resort to generic lines if you, if an enemy acts between them, or gets an action between them. Anyway, I think there's one more thing we can grab from over here. Animal Trail up. Recommend level 16. Yeah, I have no idea if they'll be coming here for someone else's story or not, but let's go ahead and lion dance. Oh, right. And then they actually did put a bit more work into the animations for the dances and stuff. In the previous game, every dance had the same animation. The character just spun around while declaring what dance they were using. But that as you could see, her lion dance had very distinct movements. And then the other dance she can use, the peacock strut, that would also have a difference thing, or different dance movements for it. Let's just hit them both. Yay! I wasn't sure if she could just take one out. The Ruinous Kick likely would have been able to take just one of them out, though, so, Alrighty. But yeah, anyway, the ultimate conclusion is I do like the way they handle the individual character stories leading up to recruiting the characters rather than just having you go through their final dungeon all sudden and willy-nilly like that. Let's see. And we do have some useful items we can buy here. I can't afford that new bow. It would be a nice upgrade, though. But we could get these traveler mantles. Well, I can afford one. Do I have anything I can sell? Let's see. Yeah, well. I don't know what I'm looking for over here. Well, I can definitely afford 2 festival garlands, so let's buy a pair of those. And yes, we're gonna equip those. Oh. Fetches a modest price if sold. I have vendor trass. Oh, and we even have the Purse of Hope. Contains Agnea savings for her journey. It would feel kind of weird, to be perfectly honest, to sell that right now and then buy that bow I see here. It'd be like she saved up all that money just so Patricio could get a new bow in her hometown. It would be funny and hilarious. Anyway, so the various nuts in this game, I don't know if I mention it at some point, but they're stat boosters, basically. So, I am a little torn on what to do with them. Yeah. Let's see, that adds 7 defense, and this adds 19. Oh wow, her fur armor is amazing. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a Traveler's Mantle, and we're gonna equip it to Agnea, and then we'll take Agnea's old fur armor and put it on Particio. And then we'll just sell whatever he was wearing before, as well as this wooden shield. Yay! But I think for now, I'm going to hold on to the money that Agnea saved up for her trip. I do end up spending it later, or trading it in. I think it's after the next part, so off screen. But yeah. Alright, anyway, our next goal is going to be... oh, right, I was looking out for Agnea's next stop, which is in the same town where we recruit Throne, or Throne. So that is a thing to keep in mind. But yeah, these side quests, they do not display a recommended level. I don't know if it scales to what level you're at when you arrive in the town and start doing the side quest or what, but they're a thing that certainly exists. Ugh. And anyway, I'll go ahead and call that here, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Okay, bye now.